Chelsea misses an opportunity to go on top of the English Premier League table after getting a draw of 2-2 with Brentford. Now, if you were watching this game, to be honest, you ought to feel it for Chelsea, because Chelsea played so well in terms of having the possession. They had so many shots. They even had got so many shots on target that ought to have been scored, but unfortunately, they never made use of them. But on the other side, Brentford got opportunities and made use of the opportunities, because if you check even on that first goal that they scored, it was a counter and they made use of that opportunity. And Brentford has a way of playing where they sit back and try and get that counter and of course get to go and score. And tonight, it's a win for Brentford on this fixture after getting the draw, in as much as they didn't win, because they did not have their best player in Damsgaard. They sold Bran Mbeumo. They also sold Witzer. But still, they have gone ahead and gotten a draw with Chelsea. And in fact, this fixture, if you try and check, most of the times that Chelsea has played with Brentford at Brentford's home, they have always ended up as a draw. One of the things that really hurt Chelsea tonight, it is the fact that on that first half and the beginning of second half, they were not as creative and of course as quick, and at the same time, they were not putting the balls into the box for their striker to be able to score. Because most of the times they had the possession, they were controlling, everything was on their side, but unfortunately, they lacked a bit of creativity. But then and you realize when the substitutes were done on the second half, that is how it ended up for them to even equalize. And you ought to give it to Cole Palmer, that positioning that he put himself in, shows that he's very aware of the ball and how the ball is being played, and of course, took the opportunity and scored a very good goal. And it only means that he has put the statement out clear that he is still around, even after staying from playing for Chelsea for a couple of times. Scored a very brilliant goal. And then, of course, even on the second goal, that goal from Moises Caicedo, a very brilliant, very wonderful, very amazing goal. In fact, one of the best goals that I've seen today, after that one from Martin Zubimendi, was also because of, creativity that they tried to do. Because when Garnacho was brought in fact, played so well, the few minutes that he played so well, and of course ended up being involved on that goal. The other thing that I feel like really let Chelsea down is the fact that they lost concentration, and especially towards the end of the game, because that free kick, they ought to have defended it or even cleared it, and they would have easily won the game. And that is the opportunity that Brentford took, and of course equalized, and the game ended up as 2-2. But you know what? That is football for you. In football, there's always three things: either you draw, you win, or you lose. For tonight, Chelsea has gotten a draw and Brentford has gotten a draw. It's a win for Brentford. It's a disappointing result for Brentford. So that result only leaves Chelsea at number 5 on the English Premier League table. It is what it is. That is football for you.